This amp is 20 watts of tube power for under $200. This is the Joyo Zombie 2. So in the box, you get an instruction manual, you get a couple of cables here, you get a speaker cable, you get a foot switch with a cable included to plug it into the back of your amp, you get an 18-volt power supply here, and then obviously you're going to get the amp itself, which everything was very well packaged, which doesn't matter if it wasn't, because this thing is a tank. This is a full metal construction. This thing is really cool, and that's the amp. Very small lunchbox size amp, but again, 20 watts of tube power. Here's what it looks like. Let's take a closer look at the Joyo Zombie 2. So thank you once again, Joyo, for sending out the Zombie 2 for us to check out together. I greatly appreciate it. There are links down there in the description, so make sure you go and check one of those out, or any of the other amps in the BanTamP range. They've got a ton of different amps for any style of playing, any sound that you're looking for. They got them there. Check them out. Again, link down there in the description. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, the like button, all the good YouTube stuff. With that being said, let's take a closer look at the Joyo Zombie 2 BanTamP. So one thing that I will say about the BanTamP series is that they're all going to be modeled after a bigger, well-known amp brand, right? So for example, if you look at the name, and this is how you can tell, if you look at the name of the amp where it says Zombie somewhere right in here, the Z, the O, the I, and the E are suspiciously grayed out, leaving the M and the B to be bolden or kind of stand out. What amp brand do you know that uses M and B in their two-word name? So that means that the Zombie 2 is modeled after that brand, such as with all of the other amps. So if you're looking to see like what a specific sound is, look at the name and you can kind of figure it out. Now, with that out of the way, a while back, and I'm talking a while back, I had the first iteration of this specific amp, the Zombie. And this is the BanTamP XL series. It says it right there on the face. And with the XL, basically what they did, they may have tweaked the tones in it a little bit or something like that, but they gave you control over both channels by adding a second row of knobs. So the first iteration of this had one volume, one tone, one gain. Now that would be good for like one channel, but then you might switch to the gain channel. Like say you set up your tone and stuff for the clean channel, switch to the gain channel. It might be too quiet. The tone might be too bright, anything like that. With the BanTamP XL series, they gave you that extra control, which I always think is nice to have. So now you have full control over each channel. You do have the included foot switch, so you can switch it on the fly, which is really, really nice. I do like that. Coming up here, just to take a look at it here. First off, build quality. This little handle, full metal casing. It's got one tube in it. Really like that. This is where you plug in your guitar. You have your clean overdrive here, so if you want to switch it on the face, you can do that. It's got built-in Bluetooth, which is what this little antenna is back here, in case you were wondering. Again, you have a gain, a tone, and a volume for each channel. That's why you have two rows of them. Then you have your power switch here, and that little light indicator will come on. It's either blue or red. I can't remember. It's been a while. I think it's blue, but that'll show you that it's on the back. It'll tell you that this is a 20-watt amplifier. Yes, it's a 20-watt tube amplifier. By the way, these are like in and around $200. So really, really good deal on the surface. On the back, you have an effects loop. You can plug in some headphones here. This is where your foot switch goes. That is your speaker out. So it's rated for a minimum of 8 ohms, but it can support 16 ohms. That's very important to match the impedance of your cabinet. If not, you're gonna have a very bad time. Powered on 18-volt power. So right there, it does have the included power cable, all that kind of stuff. And then obviously the Bluetooth antenna right there if you would like to use that. Very, very impressive. Build quality wise, again, I know kind of what this specific amp sounds like, but I don't know what the Zombie 2 sounds like yet. We're going to find out together. 20 watts of power, one tube in there, so it's full tube. There might be some digital stuff going on there. I'm not entirely sure, but as far as I know, it's all tube. $200. Absolutely impressive. Again, the links are down there in the description. Make sure you check that out. Enough talking. Let's go ahead and see what the Zombie 2 BanTamP sounds like. Wowzers. Holy crap. Redonkulous. I don't know what word to say to describe this thing. So obviously the clean is very nice. But man, you flip that switch or hit that foot switch to go to the overdrive, the distortion channel, and you're in for a ride. This thing has all the gain built into it. If you want to put a pedal into it, maybe dial that gain back, put a pedal into it, you can do that. It will handle it. But man, the gain on tap on this thing is awesome. It does a very good job of modeling what it's supposed to model, a Mesa Boogie, right? I'll just say it. I'm not afraid to say it. And it's great for under $200, 20 watts, tube power. Plug this little thing into a 412, watch people laugh at you until you melt their face off and they ain't laughing at nobody else. This thing is awesome. I highly, highly recommend it. Again, I got a link down there in the description if you guys want to go check it out. You heard it sounds great. You know it sounds good. It's going to last you a lifetime with that solid metal build. It's awesome. You can take this thing anywhere. I can't say any more good things about it. So check the link down there in the description. Thank you again, Joyo, for sending this out. I greatly appreciate it. Again, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate that as well. And help support the channel, help support a small creator. So thank you very much. Thank you for checking out the video. I'll catch you guys in the next video.